Hello, Mr. Brady. I appreciate you sitting down with me today and answering some questions on leadership.
Hello, it's no problem. Thank you for having me here today.
So let's get right to it. What would you say are 3 competencies that you use as a leader?
The 3 competencies that I would say that I'm most recognized for would probably be accountability, resilience, and entrepreneurship.
So tell me a little bit about accountability.
Well, I try to hold everyone accountable, especially myself. I believe that it is incredibly important to recognize your mistakes, own up to them, and learn from them.
So over the years, there have been many examples where you have displayed tremendous accountability. Whether it's during a game or even practice, you always seem to hold yourself and everyone around you accountable.
Yeah, definitely. If we lose a game or maybe we don't have the best game we should have had, it's important to notice what we did poorly and to fix that and correct it during film sessions and especially in practice.
How serious do you guys take practice? Or in what ways do you hold yourself and your teammates accountable during practice?
Well, practice is extremely important to us and our overall team success. If I notice something that I'm doing wrong or a teammate doesn't know a certain play, I will run that play and go over it over and over again until that we're on the same page. And it's also important to focus on what we're doing wrong and correct our mistakes after practice and take some extra time to do that.
So obviously accountability is something that's very important to you, but I'd also love to hear about entrepreneurship.
I think risk-taking comes quite easy to me, and that is a very important part of being an entrepreneur. There really is very little to be gained if you're not willing to take risks, on and off the field. I look for ways to take advantage of what is already in the works, such as launching a Facebook watch documentary on my training regimen leading up to the Super Bowl.
How successful was that project?
To me, it was a huge success, mainly because people trust what I'm sharing. I'm not going to promote something or anything I haven't tried or fine-tuned myself. People know people know I believe that losing is not an option. It's just a chance to re-envision and reimagine what you want. I think people appreciate that perspective.
I hear you also developed a successful app. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, definitely. My TB12 app launched back in December 2017, and I have 3 categories that users can tap into. The first one is Discover, where users can access real-time, updated info on focus areas such as workouts, hydration, nutrition, and things like that. Then there's the Content Library, which is the hub of all the resources, recipes, exercise videos, and wellness tips. Finally, there is the TB12 plan, which is a customized workout plan based on the user's equipment and preferences.
That sounds incredible. So you're as invested in entrepreneurship as you are in football.
Yeah, I would say that's definitely important because I need to be realistic about my future. Being an entrepreneur is something I can do long after I retire from football, and luckily the things that help me on the field, like being a risk taker, are just as advantageous in the field of entrepreneurship.
So you also mentioned resilience as one of your competencies. Could you elaborate more on that, please?
Yes, in football and in life, you need to be incredibly resilient. Whether you're having a bad day on the field, throwing a couple interceptions, whether you're just having a rough day in general and nothing seems to be going right for you, you need to be resilient and to be able to push through all the bad stuff. You'll regret it if you just let that stuff bring you down.
But that's easier said than done. How do you actually accomplish that?
Well, I try to stay in focus on what I can control. I think resilience is something you can cultivate over time. You don't necessarily have to be born with a resilience gene. You can develop it as a habit over time. And I think resilience is definitely connected to persistence. You need to keep at something and not give up. If you do that over time, this persistence evolves into something more permanent, which is resilience.
Well, thank you so much, Tom. It's really been a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you.